Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111 guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, where behind every king is his queen. That is us, the Divine Feminine. Of course, our kings are the Divine Masculine. This is going to be a message for my queens, all right? This is going to be a Oshun read, all right? A daughter of Oshun, all right? So if you feel that you resonate with being a daughter of Oshun, or you just resonate with the femininity of Oshun, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, so this is one that's actually on my website to book. This particular spread is going to be the birthing spread. Like, this is to gain clarity on who you are as the Divine Feminine and what it is that you're manifesting. Okay, so we're going to look at three things, which is conception. All right, conception is what's beginning to take shape. So if you were to look at that, that would be, the recent past, like what was taking shape in the recent past, what is taking place in the conception phase. All right, after that, we're going to look at the second card, which is going to be nurturing. All right, that's the gestation. That is what you need to focus on at this time in the present moment. All right, and then of course the third one is going to be the emergence. All right, that is birthing, the unfolding of whatever it is that you're birthing. All right, that's coming in the near future. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see, what is the conception for my queens? What are my queens conceiving at this time? What is the conception? All right, we have Oshun of the soil. Come on, girl. That's conception in itself. That's planting. All right, Oshun of the soil. That's grounding, that's stability, that's nurturing. So you are definitely in your creative energy at this time, and you're finding ways to ground yourself, or in your ability to find ways to ground yourself is how you begin to understand what it is, or conceptualize how things want to take shape, right? So before you can get into nurturing, you have to be able to conceive that you can have whatever it is that you desire, right? So something is beginning to take shape. This started with you grounding, or your ability to be grounded, right? Stability and nurturing to yourself. All right, let's see what's nurturing in the present moment. What gestation, what you need to focus on. What you manifest in love. Come on, the number 11 card, y'all. This is alignment. This is gestation at its best. Like, literally, this is nurturing. This is manifestations, intentions, and abundance. So even in the present moment, what you are currently focusing on are those manifestations and being intentional, right? We just had that new moon in Leo when I told all of the ladies to set intentions, right? So that you can do what? Birth the abundance that you desire most for yourself. All right. And what is in the emergence? What is in the emergence? What's unfolding for my Divine Feminine? What is unfolding for the queens? All right, Oshun of the dust. I heard old. What is it? Out with the old, in with the new, right? This is represented by the number 44. Someone could be 44 years old. But 4 is foundation, and 444 is protection. So what I'm hearing God say is, coming in the near future, you're going to be able to, or need to, protect your foundation, because this is closure, right? See, Oshun of the dust. What is it? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Well, it ain't dust, y'all. It's dusk. Right, meaning the closure, right, of what's taking place. I knew my daughter was gonna call in this reading. Now I'm not gonna answer her. I was literally, y'all, trying to put my phone on do not disturb, because I knew she was gonna call. Well, she can't get an answer right now. So anywho, the Oshun of the dusk is about closure, right? It's about closing cycles and transition and closure. So that's definitely what you have coming in the future. So I'm going to start clarifying this. So again, this is called the Oshun reading on my website. If you like this style, it will be personalized specifically to you, because again, this is general, of course, so only take what resonates. All right, so let's clarify this conception. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if I can text her and tell her I'm doing a reading. Okay. All right. So let's clarify. Oh, I just saw 444 on the timer. Right as soon as I looked up, it was 444 on the timer. So this is definitely about protection. Protecting whatever it is that you're building for yourself at this time. All right, let's get one spirit for Oshun of the soil, for my queens. Oshun of the soil. Let's clarify. What is this grounding, stability, and nurturing that is taking place at this time? What is the grounding, stability, and nurturing that's taking place at this time? Oh, the initiation. See, this is your initiation phase is what I'm hearing. See, this is the very start, right, of coming out of the shadow into exactly, y'all, it looks like a birthing canal. Come through, spirit. See all that darkness? You don't get to the light until you get out of the birthing canal is what I'm hearing God say, right? So when you're in there, you have to understand that the darkness, 535, I just saw on the timer, is where you're meant to be, because what that is the gestation, right? But the birthing canal is the light, right, on the other side. This is the initiation, or you have recently gone through an initiation phase in your life. That is, though, the rite of passage. See, you're just beginning to cross the threshold to greatness is what I just heard. Let's see. Let's clarify this for my queens. What is this initiation phase looking like? Next lifetime. You walking away from people. Your channel song is Erykah Badu. Next lifetime, right? So somebody, it may have even caused you to have to walk away from someone that you could have cared deeply for, but you could have said, look, I got to see you next lifetime, because you understood that the road you on is a rite of passage and you are just crossing through the threshold. All right, let's clarify for my queen spirit. All right. Yeah, the moon. That's you, divine feminine. Come on, that's your energy. But that is you addressing these subconscious fears that many people cannot address, y'all. Many people don't even want to look at it. They don't want to face the illusions. They don't want to face the fear and the anxiety of their subconscious mind. But you also are someone who followed your intuition even when you were in the dark. See, the thing about the initiation phase is this. Yes, it's dark. There are snakes. Right? There's enemies. There are people who are out to get you. All of that is there, right? And it is scary. But what you also understood is how to follow your intuition through the darkness is what I'm hearing. See, you learn how to follow your intuition through the darkness. That is the initiation. That is the rite of passage. And you are crossing the threshold through your rite of passage. Yeah, this is the rite of passage. I think I'm gonna have to post this to both my channels, y'all, because I feel like this is a light worker message and a divine feminine, and I know I have people that watch on both sides. Yeah, this is a period of rest and meditation. April 18th could be significant to someone, but this is about you now understanding how to just rest, because what you have been experiencing is the initiation, which is your rite of passage. So what you understood more than anything is the need to ground yourself, right? How to nurture yourself and find stability in your own energy. See, the thing that separates the divine feminine, y'all, from other karmic women, or regular folk is how I call them, right, is your ability to nurture and ground yourself. The fact that you don't need to seek approval from anyone outside of yourself. The fact that you can spend time alone with yourself. Do y'all know how many people can't spend time alone with themselves? They don't even like the sound of their own voice, child, right? So for you to have the ability to sit with yourself and find that you enjoy your own company, that's a blessing, y'all. Most people can't. Most people can't, y'all. Because your mind begins to speak. And sometimes most folk don't want to hear what their mind's saying, child. Now, come on. All right, what else do we need to know, Spirit? All right, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like in the recent past, because you realized that you were lacking some type of commitment in your life, you know, it could have been procrastination. It really was just you learning from your own failures, right? That whatever it is that you were going to manifest for yourself required you to be grounded. It just did. It just requires stability, and it requires you to nurture yourself. Yeah. What you begin to realize is without the love of yourself, nothing even matters. Because that's your channel song, Lauryn Hill with D'Angelo, nothing even matters. But nothing in life does matter if you are not grounded. See, your grounding ability is what matters for you to be able to manifest and have whatever it is that you desire in life. And you can't have that from a place of unrest. So that's when you begin to take action and follow your own ambitions. See, you're someone who is driven to succeed. You think fast on your feet is what I just heard. And you're someone who will not only defend your beliefs, but also defend the beliefs of others. And when you are that type of person, you do have to understand the ability of your magic, but also the ability for you to lead. Yeah, the ability for you to lead. See, you're a natural leader, a visionary. A lot of you divine feminine are entrepreneurs. You are able to see the big picture in things, right? Very career focused and driven. And because that's who you are, you perform best, right? When you are grounded and stable in your own nurturing energy. Yeah, that's your strength. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. That's your strength. See, your strength, divine feminine, is in your ability to stay grounded. Why? Because the upper chakras come natural to us, y'all. Living at your crown, your third eye, your throat, even the heart for some comes natural. But what does not come natural for the divine feminine, or what feels unnatural, is what I'm hearing Spirit say, is the lower chakras, the root, the foundation. Because women ain't told, at least, not back in the day, to go get an education and provide for yourself, right? The matrix of how the foundation of this world was built, right, is that women just stay home and cater to their husbands and do those things. So women did not. And even to this day, still a lot of women are not grounded. Come on, 11:11, I just saw on the timer. They're not grounded in their own financial stability. And that's why they require, right? Like literally require someone else to take care of them. Whereas you, the divine feminine, we don't require anything, right? We just build partnerships. And that's what you're realizing, is that your inner strength has gotten you through this initiation phase. So that's what has been taking place, right? During your conception period, when things are beginning to take shape, you begin to realize that it was only a part of your initiation. All right. Now, in the present moment here, which is your nurturing, right, gestation, what you need to focus on. Well, love, what you need to focus on is your manifestations. Hello, right? Your manifestations. You are focusing on your intentions, and these intentions is going to bring you abundance. Let's clarify, Spirit. All right, that's too many. I'm gonna hold on. I was gonna take all three, but I really want one. Can I get one card, Spirit? Oshun, manifesting birth. Here we go. Thank you. All right, leap. And I think that was in there with the other ones. It was mixed in there, and I wanted to, yeah. It's time, right? It says you go first, the universe will catch you, right? So what is it that you want to create for yourself? Like, that's literally what God is saying, is like, look, you are literally Oshun manifesting birth, right? Oshun manifesting birth. Ask me for a hard thing, Queen, right? Damn it, that is your title. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know when I hear these damn titles. Hold on. Oshun manifesting birth. Are you birthing queen? All right, y'all know I have to text it to myself, because I would definitely forget the title once I get the channeling, right? But this is literally God saying, look, you go first. The universe will catch you, right? You go first and the universe will catch you. It's the Fool card. It's taking that leap of faith towards the manifestations and the intentions of your life, y'all. And sometimes it is scary. And I'm actually getting emotional as I channel this message, because y'all, I love y'all to death, but I don't be lying. Like, my life is so beautiful these days, and it has not been that way, y'all. Like, it has not been. And I went through years of hurt and emotional and financial abuse at the hands of a narcissistic, toxic drug addict. Shit, I don't know what the hell to tell y'all. Like, literally, right? So I say that to say, that when you begin to redirect your focus on grounding and nurturing yourself, take back your power, right, from any and everyone who is trying to siphon it from you. That is when you begin to take the leap. And in taking that leap, you understand that the universe will catch you. And that means you're not afraid to say whatever the hell you want to say. You're not afraid to cut people off no matter who the hell they are, right? You are unafraid to stand up even to your kings and say, this is what I require of you. See, the reason many divine feminines stay looping in separation from your person is because you will not just say, this is what I require of you. It's not about you telling them how you feel, because they don't get how you feel, because they are masculine energies. They don't feel how you feel, but it is about you clearly stating what it is that you require. And it's like, if you state your requirements, they either raise to meet the requirements or you walk away. But you have to understand, you go first, the universe will catch you, right? You have to be able to move out. Let's clarify. Yeah, it's time for you to feel like you living in paradise, queens, right? It's time for you to feel like you're living in paradise. And my hope and prayer for each of you is that it don't take you 50 years like it took me, child, right? Because it took me about 45, I should say, right? The last 3 or 4 years have been really blessed, tough, because these have been the most pivotal years of my awakening, right? But I can say, while they've been the toughest, they've also been the greatest. And right now on the other side, y'all, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful life, but it didn't come without its challenges. It was not easy, and nothing was given to me. Like, I had to literally go take back everything that people stole from me through their ability to penetrate my own confidence, y'all, and myself. You got to think, as a divine feminine, what you have to be able to stand on is your lower chakras, because the upper chakras come easy. So as long as people can keep you either financially independent or self-conscious, right? You lack confidence, and outside of your purpose, they can always keep you in control, because that's the solar, sacral, and root right there. So as long as people can keep you outside of your purpose, can keep you financially struggling, or can keep you with a lack of self-confidence, you will never be able to get to what this is, which is gestation. Let's clarify, Spirit. What else do my queens need to know? I think I am going to post this to both channels, so whichever one you guys catch it on, make sure you let me know. Yeah, come on, Ace of Pentacles, abundance. What the hell? I'm literally clarifying manifestation, birth with abundance with the Ace of Pentacles, right? So this is financial stability, it's abundance, it's opportunities. It is your manifestation, y'all. It is your manifestation, and it's everything that you're manifesting for yourself. Queen of Swords in the reverse. What's the Queen of Swords in reverse? Ace of Swords in reverse. Let me see something. So what I'm hearing God say is that somebody is your inner harmony, right? See, with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse is how you talk to yourself, is what I'm hearing God say. See, these swords are about communication. And if you are talking to yourself in an overly emotional way, or you know, sometimes we talk hard on ourselves, y'all. You do. If you're being overly critical on yourself, all you're doing is confusing yourself. Like somebody, you're lacking some type of clarity and judgment about whatever this is you're manifesting. What is this confusion? What's the Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords? Yeah, planning. We talked about it on live, y'all. That, what is it? Proper planning provides poor performance, right? Something like that. If you don't properly plan, you will not be able to perform in the way that God needs you to. This is about preparation. It's about progress. It's about expanding your mind. Somebody, you could be traveling or even moving overseas or have an overseas opportunity, but you cannot be so overly emotional and critical of yourself that you cannot see clearly what it is that God is calling you to do at this time. This is inner harmony. See, right now you're supposed to be experiencing a sense of liberation, happiness, and joy. Feelings of complete freedom and self-sufficiency. See, you have to understand that incredible luck comes to you as a generous reward for your sense of intentions and your efforts, y'all. This is a happy ending for every situation in your life if you are genuine. right? If you are genuine, but somebody you tired. I got the 7 of Wands in reverse. This is exhaustion. You feel overwhelmed. And when you begin to feel overly whelmed, you become overly protective. And let me tell you guys, protecting yourself is good because it protects you, but it also stops anything from coming in as well. So whether you're protecting yourself so that you don't get hurt, you're also protecting yourself from the blessings that are meant to come in. And that's why you have to remain open. Yeah. So you could be experiencing some type of delays in what it is that you feel like you're birthing or manifesting. What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? Yeah, it is your purpose, but it's your purpose. 17 could be significant. January 7th or July 1st could be significant, but you do feel like you're experiencing delays towards whatever this is that you are manifesting for yourself. What is this? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Well, it's you, love, though. You just need to be reminded of who you are. You got to have courage and confidence and independence. Y'all, what did I just say? What did I just say about them lower chakras, y'all? That is the Queen of Wands. See, the Queen of Wands is courageous, y'all. That's the solar, right? That the confidence, the sacral, the independence, the root, being focused, having that zest for life and that determination and joy, y'all. You have to do all of that with a joyful heart. Yeah, it's fine to be a Queen of Wands when you courageous and you ready out there. Just go get it, girl. Go get it. But if you're not doing that with joy in your heart, you still can't manifest, right? So when it's about the joy in your heart, right, you got to re-examine that first. All right, I want to go over here to these cycles because there is a cycle that's closing out is what I'm hearing Spirit say. I want to move these so I can focus on this because this is the emergence of what it is that you're birthing. But it seems like through this emergence, there is going to be some type of cycle of transition and closure as well. All right, so let's put this at the center of the spread. All right, what is this cycle that's coming to a closure? This is 4-4, y'all. This is the number 44. This is Oshun of the dusk. Oshun of the dusk. I hear it's just time. It's just time. Divine timing for sure. I'm also seeing it's just time for you to look in the mirror, right? So when it's time for you to look at something clearer or see something in a different way, because there is some type of cycle of transition and closure that needs to take place in your life at this time. What is this? All right, ladies, don't forget, this is the Oshun reading. I believe it's $50 on my website. All right, you can go and book this reading. I return readings in about 3 business days. All right, yeah, this is about boundaries, y'all. Come on, boundaries. Everybody cannot have access to you, queens, right? Everyone cannot have access to you, queens. So this is about setting boundaries. Why? Because you are in a transition. Y'all, I'm hearing postpartum. You know how when after you give birth to a baby and you don't want everyone to come to the house, you don't want nobody, y'all know old school people, don't come to my house, I just had a baby. No, look, they be like, you open, like, no. So this is a transition, and in this transitionary period, you are having to close yourself off to people. You have to establish better boundaries. That's what this transition, right, is causing you to accept in your life in order to close some type of cycles. It comes with you, right, setting some type of boundaries. What else, Spirit? And then I'm going to clarify. Can I get one more, Spirit, or do you want me to go straight to clarifying? Okay, one more. All right, yeah, Lumeria. See, you're creating heaven on earth. It's happening. This is you creating boundaries, right, around what it is that you're birthing, y'all. This is literally what it is, but it does require, right, the great crumbling. The great crumbling. See, it does require the crumbling, right, because you are needing to examine what it is that you're clinging on to, right? See, whatever it is that you're clinging on to will stop you, right, from manifesting or giving birth to whatever it is that you are birthing at this time. And God is telling you, you got to set boundaries in order to protect what it is that you're creating, because you are creating heaven on earth. Somebody, you can have a past life in Lemuria. All right, you want to Google that or look it up. It's spelled Lemuria, Lemuria. All right, so there is definitely something that you are birthing and you are being called at this time to protect it. All right, let's get some tarot on this, and then I'm gonna get out of y'all way. All right, what else do my queens need to know at this time about the birthing? Oh, this is a big ass deck, but I love to mix these two spiritual infusion decks. Yeah, they don't know. Y'all, your channel song is by John B. Somebody's initials could be JB, but it's they don't know. And see, whatever it is that you're birthing, people don't even understand the power that you have. Y'all, my feet are tingling, right? I feel the energy in my feet. God is taking you somewhere. And you got to understand, they don't even know. They couldn't even fathom where God is taking you at this time, which is why you have to set boundaries and protect whatever it is that you're birthing at this time, because they don't know. Like, they couldn't even fathom it. Whoever they are to you, way the hell you going. The Chariot, y'all. The Chariot. People cannot even fathom where God is taking you at this point in your life. And that's why you have to take control of the success and be determined to win at all costs. Why? Because we got the sun, the damn 4 of Wands, and Jupiter energy, child. Because you are protecting your stability, your future, your partnerships, your love interest, your foundation. This is all about you, your growth, your expansion, your education. This is the healing virtues, right? This is Leo season. Y'all sun is Leo, right? 4 of Wands, Aries energy, Jupiter, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy. So you are now understanding your own personal identity. And when you are more aware of your conscious self, you are more aware of what makes you happy. Right? What makes you happy. And it leads you towards your own growth and expansion once you become true and honest with yourself. Why? Because your next channel song is True by Lloyd. When you begin to be honest with yourself, come on, Proverbs 18 and 12, before his downfall, a person's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. And what humility teaches us, y'all, is just to be true. That's a part of your growth. Your ability to be honest with yourself is a part of God's divine plan for you. That is a part of your growth. And what you got to understand is that humility will make you have to look at the deepest parts of yourself. And maybe some of those parts weren't the greatest, but it was a true reflection of you. And now you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, y'all, second Ace of Pentacles out in this reading. Abundance, prosperity, new manifestations. Somebody, this is material wealth, monties, contracts. Because you had to leave your old team. This is what I'm hearing, you know, with this song with Lloyd and True. If y'all know Lloyd's story, he's from Atlanta. And Lloyd had signed, I forgot who he signed with at first. I want to say it was Irv Gotti them. I think it was Irv Gotti them, right? And he wasn't making the music that he wanted to make, though. And he just wanted to be true to him. He is a musician. He didn't want to be no lover boy, swag boy. He is a musician, right? And he just wanted to be true to himself. So it's like when you decide to truly let your humility go before you and honor yourself, then you become the star. Right? But it started him what? Leaving his old team, leaving people behind that did not support his current vision. Anyone who does not support your current vision, they cannot be an inspiration to you. So you have to understand through spiritual guidance and healing that your peace comes from within. Yeah, your peace comes from within, and that's what you're realizing for yourself at this time. From within. Y'all, come on, the 4th house. The 4th house with the Empress. Come on, Queen. Come on, Queen. You understand that the peace of your home, right? The empathy, the family, your ancestry roots, your beauty, all of this is tied in. Child, the Empress with the 4th house, this is you. This is you. Just being true to who you are and walking in this peace, Venus goddess energy of abundance. Why? Because it's owed to you, child. It's your birthright. It is your birthright. This is a part of your ancestry. This is something that has been passed on to you because you did the healing work and other people did not. Everyone in your families, y'all, have the opportunity to do the healing work. Everyone in our families have the opportunity to experience the same abundance, wealth, whatever it is that you are meant to experience. Everyone is, but only a few will choose to do the healing. And it's crazy because we say the chosen, and it's like God went and chose us or handpicked us. No, you chose to heal, y'all. That makes you the chosen. What makes you the chosen versus someone else is you chose to heal. It ain't because you were so special and God came and plucked you up among 5 million people. No, it's because out of them 5 million people, you decided to heal. You chose to do the work, and that makes you the chosen. And all you want to be is true. right? All you want to be is true. Divine assistance is here, right? Divine assistance is here. Supernatural forces, angelic help who are working towards your goals. See, that's when God's gonna step in and say, okay, when you ready to face your truth, right? When you are ready to face those things that most people will never take the opportunity to face for themselves, then God steps in, right? That's when God said, okay, well, come on, now I got something to work with, right? God can't do it on his own, on her own, right? God can't do it on her own, right? But you got to understand that when you begin to do the work, then God will step in and assist you on the path. And that's why this card said, if you take the leap first, then know that the universe will catch you. And as long as you know the universe will catch you, hello, somebody on my website, ding dong, right? Hello, then you understand that you can go ahead and take that leap of faith, y'all. Somebody, you just being encouraged to take the leap, child. Go on, take the leap, child. Yeah, go on, take the leap. There we go. Knight of Cups. I want to pull a couple from the fertility deck before I end out. I have this beautiful fertility deck by the Street Priestess. I got a couple of her decks, y'all. This one is called the fertility deck. I see you, child. This is critical. Coco Jones, I see you. All right, what's the closing message for my divine feminine queen spirit? What are the closing messages for the queens? Somebody, you might have this Knight of Cups coming in. Well, yeah. Somebody, at the very end of your reading, you got somebody that's coming in to support you. Now, remember, this Knight of Cups fell out, but I didn't really pay him no attention until this card flipped up with this man carrying you, girl. So when you begin to understand and take care of yourself, then you get this someone else who is also concerned about your emotional well-being. Your emotional health is a sacred part of your motherhood journey in birthing anything, y'all. And when I say motherhood, some of you could be physically pregnant, but this is anything that you're birthing. And that's why I love this deck, right? It's the fertility deck. It's anything that you're birthing. And you have to understand your emotional health is a sacred part of whatever it is that you're birthing. So you got to nurture your mind and spirit with as much care as you do your body. For when you are balanced and at peace, right? What did I say? You create a calm and loving space for your inner child or whatever it is that you're manifesting to thrive. And you will be divinely supported. This joker is fine child. Them thighs, girl, like he can squeeze some walnuts with them thighs, child. This is a blessing from your grandmother. You have herbal knowledge. Your grandmother could have been an herbologist, but this is herbal knowledge. The earth provides natural remedies to support your body and spirit through, right, the gestation and the creation period. Embrace the wisdom of herbs passed down through generations, using them to nourish, heal, and strengthen both you and your inner journey. What you got to understand is this is divinely orchestrated, y'all. This is divinely orchestrated. There is something that you are manifesting, and anytime you are manifesting, you also know that God will send somebody to support your manifestations. All right, ladies, so this is called the Oshun reading. If you would like to book this on my website, all readings are returned within 3 business days. All right, love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.